Quiero que tengan esto. Join us on a rigorous step-by-step journey to fluency. I'm Timothy, and this is LearnCraft Spanish. Today we're going to start learning how to say want and wants in Spanish. This is going to let us use a whole bunch of our sentence templates entirely in Spanish, such as, I want her to be here, or they wanted me to do that. So after this week, we'll be almost done relying on any Spanglish. The verb we're learning is querer, spelled Querer. Querer. This is most simply translated as to want. For example, she isn't going to want that.
Ella no va a querer eso.
The most frequent form of this verb is quiero, which means I want. This is spelled Quiero. For example, I want it now.
Lo quiero ahora.
Of course, by default, wanting something involves a direct object. As another example, I want a house.
Quiero una casa.
But very often, what you actually want is for an entire sentence to be the case. For example, I want it to be here. In these cases, you use a que phrase with a subjunctive. So this one would literally be phrased as, I want that it be here.
Quiero que esté aquí.
Some other common conjugations are quiere for he or she wants, quieres for you want, and quieren for they want. Let's practice all of these with a mini quiz. Do you want that?
¿Quieres eso? ¿Quieres eso?
I want the girls to be at home.
Quiero que las chicas estén en casa. Quiero que las chicas estén en casa.
In the next one, the speaker is feminine. They want me to be their friend.
Quieren que yo sea su amiga. Quieren que yo sea su amiga.
She wants you to have this.
Ella quiere que tengas esto. Ella quiere que tengas esto.
I don't want those things.
No quiero esas cosas. No quiero esas cosas.
Do you want me not to be here?
¿Quieres que no esté aquí? ¿Quieres que no esté aquí?
In the next one, use a formal voice. You want their things.
¿Usted quiere sus cosas? ¿Usted quiere sus cosas?
Let's learn a couple more forms. The word for we have is queremos, which is very regular. It's like the infinitive querer, but with mos at the end. For example, yes, we want this.
Sí, queremos esto.
And the participle is querido. For example, she hasn't wanted it.
No lo ha querido.
Let's get some practice with these. He has wanted this.
Él ha querido esto. Él ha querido esto.
We want those things.
Queremos esas cosas. Queremos esas cosas.
We want her to be his friend.
Queremos que ella sea su amiga. Queremos que ella sea su amiga.
I have wanted the gentleman to be here for a while.
He querido que el Señor esté aquí por un tiempo. He querido que el Señor esté aquí por un tiempo.
The verb querer is also often followed by the infinitive of another verb, specifically when the person who intends something is intending it for themselves. Compare the following two sentences.
Ella quiere que yo tenga una casa. Ella quiere tener una casa.
So in the first sentence, she intends that I have a house. But in the second sentence, she intends to have a house for herself. So she just wants to have it, using the infinitive of tener. Let's practice using conjugations of querer followed by infinitives. But I'll also throw in a few examples where you need to use a que phrase, specifically when someone's intention is not for themselves, but for someone else. She wants to be my friend.
Ella quiere ser mi amiga. Ella quiere ser mi amiga.
We want her to have this.
Queremos que ella tenga esto. Queremos que ella tenga esto.
I want to go home.
Quiero ir a casa. Quiero ir a casa.
Do you want to be there?
¿Quieres estar ahí? ¿Quieres estar ahí?
They have wanted to have those things.
Han querido tener esas cosas. Han querido tener esas cosas.
I'm going to want him to leave.
Voy a querer que él se vaya. Voy a querer que él se vaya.
They want to be here.
Quieren estar aquí. Quieren estar aquí.
Let's learn one more thing that this verb can do. Querer can mean not only to want, but also to love, specifically when you use a person or a group of people as the direct objects. For example, the boy loves her.
El chico la quiere.
This is pretty easy to do when the direct object is a direct object pronoun, such as him, her, or us. As another example, they love us.
Ellas nos quieren.
Things get a little trickier when you actually name the person who is loved. Check out this sentence, for example. The boy loves the girl. You might expect this to be el chico quiere la chica. But remember that in Spanish, when a named direct object is a person, we have to put a right before the person. So this would be
El chico quiere a la chica.
This takes some getting used to, so let's practice this a bit. We love those guys.
Queremos a esos chicos. Queremos a esos chicos.
They love the miss.
Quieren a la señorita. Quieren a la señorita.
I love the man.
Quiero al hombre. Quiero al hombre.
The boy loves the woman.
El chico quiere a la mujer. El chico quiere a la mujer.
You don't love the gentleman?
¿No quieres al señor? ¿No quieres al señor?
You have to love the girl.
Tienes que querer a la chica. Tienes que querer a la chica.
I have loved the boy for many years.
He querido al chico por muchos años. He querido al chico por muchos años.
Remember that you can get more practice with anything in particular at lcspodcast.com/71. Otherwise, if you're ready, let's go on to today's final quiz. And, surprise, this quiz has no Spanglish in it. We're finally at the point where we're rarely going to need to throw English words into our Spanish sentences. So enjoy trying to translate all of these sentences entirely in Spanish. First example. How's it going? We want to have you at the party.
¿Cómo te va? Te queremos tener en la fiesta. ¿Cómo te va? Te queremos tener en la fiesta.
Once we go, we can do it once and for all.
Una vez que vayamos, podemos hacerlo de una vez por todas. Una vez que vayamos, podemos hacerlo de una vez por todas.
In the next one, use a formal voice. How's it going? Are you going to want this?
¿Cómo le va? ¿Va a querer esto? ¿Cómo le va? ¿Va a querer esto?
In the past, this place was very safe.
En el pasado, este lugar era muy seguro. En el pasado, este lugar era muy seguro.
You want to go this week, but they want to go tonight.
¿Quieres ir esta semana? Pero ellos quieren ir esta noche. ¿Quieres ir esta semana? Pero ellos quieren ir esta noche.
He wants to throw a party.
Quiere hacer una fiesta. Quiere hacer una fiesta.
This instant we want to be happy.
Ya mismo queremos estar felices. Ya mismo queremos estar felices.
She has wanted to do that at this hour.
Ella ha querido hacer eso a esta hora. Ella ha querido hacer eso a esta hora.
We can do it all at once in the morning.
Podemos hacerlo todo a la vez por la mañana. Podemos hacerlo todo a la vez por la mañana.
At the same time, we don't have a place to be.
Al mismo tiempo, no tenemos dónde estar. Al mismo tiempo, no tenemos dónde estar.
Back then was the moment to do it.
En ese entonces, era el momento de hacerlo. En ese entonces, era el momento de hacerlo.
He has wanted to do it himself.
Ha querido hacerlo él mismo. Ha querido hacerlo él mismo.
You want to do this once in a while.
¿Quieres hacer eso de vez en cuando? ¿Quieres hacer eso de vez en cuando?
In this one, the person you're speaking to is masculine. You're going to want 2 minutes in order not to be alone.
Vas a querer 2 minutos para no estar solo. Vas a querer 2 minutos para no estar solo.
He wants the same thing that I want.
Él quiere lo mismo que yo quiero. Él quiere lo mismo que yo quiero.
In the next one, you're speaking to a group of people. How's it going? Do you want to go now?
¿Cómo les va? ¿Quieren ir ahora? ¿Cómo les va? ¿Quieren ir ahora?
We want to be safe. Give it time.
Queremos estar seguros, tiempo al tiempo. Queremos estar seguros, tiempo al tiempo.
It's clear that it's time to leave.
Está claro que es tiempo de irse. Está claro que es tiempo de irse.
It's the moment to do it this month.
Es el momento de hacerlo este mes. Es el momento de hacerlo este mes.
In this one, the speaker is feminine. I want to be sure, but sometimes I'm not.
Quiero estar segura, pero a veces no lo estoy. Quiero estar segura, pero a veces no lo estoy.
They want what you want and what she has always wanted.
Quieren lo que tú quieres y lo que ella siempre ha querido. Quieren lo que tú quieres y lo que ella siempre ha querido.
I want to be in that place for 1 month.
Quiero estar en ese lugar por un mes. Quiero estar en ese lugar por un mes.
For more practice with all of this, go to lcspodcast.com/71. In tomorrow's episode, we'll learn the rest of querer's conjugations. This show is brought to you by LearnCraftSpanish.com. The Spanish voice in this episode was our coach Jimena Lama Rondon. Our music was performed by the Seattle Marimba Quartet, and I'm Timothy, encouraging you to do the hard work of learning Spanish. Acquiring a second language is one of the most fulfilling things you can do. So start your fluency journey today at lcspodcast.com.